All right, so recently I've been talking about Spider-Man, and I mentioned how I wasn't excited for the sets. I was talking about the $18,000 Soul Stone, the Cosmic Foil Soul Stone, the one that's available online, the one that's been like really kind of confirmed so far. And how since they mentioned the Marvel Universe, I was really excited. But when I knew it was a Spider-Man set, just a Spider-Man set, I kind of lost interest. Again, I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan. I like Spider-Man. I think the movies are great. The old movies, the newer movies, they're all fantastic. But I wasn't excited. It wasn't going to feel like a Magic set. Then I saw the art, and I can be honest with you, I was less excited about it. I said this before. Now, we're cut to today, September 20th. It's a Saturday, just about a week before release. Now, yesterday, I officially got the product in hand for collector boxes. I started ripping open on my Whatnot show. I got to see the cards in person. This is the first time I got to see the cards in person. I saw plenty of them online before, but when I actually ripped the packs, so by the way, those packs are ridiculously hard to open. I don't know why, and I'm good at opening packs. Those packs are really hard to open. Once I saw the cards, gotta say, my mood changed. Haven't played with them yet. I didn't go to pre-release. Unfortunately, I couldn't go. So I had no play experience whatsoever with Spider-Man. So I can't speak on that. But after looking at the cards, after opening the packs and seeing the cards, here's my personal thought. I like it. I actually do like it. I don't love it, but I like it. I think the art is cool. I think they did actually a really good job when I saw it in person. Card quality is fantastic. The chase is real. The chase is real. So far, in one show, I basically opened like 4 collector boxes. Actually, like 4.5 collector boxes. So what's that? Like 50 collector packs, 53 collector packs-ish, somewhere around there. And I gotta tell you, the cards are gorgeous. The card quality is fantastic. I love the comic book style art, like the sagas where it's like the comic book page. The borderless cards are beautiful. The foils are nice. All the mentions of all the villains and all the different variants of Spider-Man and Venom and all that kind of things. I'm gonna keep messing this up, but it's the Final Fantasy Through the Ages bonus sheet, whatever it's called for Spider-Man. I've been told 5 times. I keep forgetting what it's called, but that bonus sheet for Spider-Man is phenomenal. The Venom arts, the Spider-Man arts, really, really nice. So again, this is one of those situations where my early thoughts and the way I felt about it was valid. It's how I felt about it at that time. But now that I've experienced some of it, and just, again, haven't played it, no play experience, but just the feel of the cards, I like it. I think it's really cool. I love the art. Before I saw the arts online, I'm like, those look really cartoony and not really real, and I wasn't a fan of it. My biggest problem with it right now, again, not playability or anything like that, but my biggest problem is it 100% does not feel like a Magic the Gathering set. So plenty of universes beyond things. Now, sometimes they feel like Magic sets. Warhammer feels like a Magic set. Final Fantasy, 100% feels like a Magic set. Assassin's Creed, not so much. SpongeBob, Sonic, of course, those don't feel like Magic the Gathering sets. You're going to have those IPs. It's amazing that we're just in this era where it's just all about IPs. Which sucks because I kind of like it, even though I'm an old man and I prefer the old stuff. But talking about the IPs, it seems like the IPs that feel like Magic sets do better with everybody, right? If you have a Final Fantasy set, it's so subjective. It really is. Every set is really just about everyone's personal opinion, and that's just the way it's going to go before it's released, during release, and then afterwards. Now, I think that if a set feels like a Magic the Gathering set, if it looks and feels like a Magic the Gathering set, like Final Fantasy, I think honestly does, it's going to do well with the old school players, the new school players, the young people, the older people, everyone that wants to be involved whatsoever. If it doesn't feel like a Magic the Gathering set, I think that the newer players, the younger generation, they're going to like it because it's really cool and fancy, the chase cards and that kind of thing. But it's going to take time for a buy-in from the older folks like me. That's my opinion. So here's where I stand with Spider-Man now. So for the record, actually, let me go back a little bit. 4.5 boxes or so, like 50 plus collector packs of Final Fantasy. You don't know how many Soul Stones I pulled? Not one. Not one. I'm not expecting a Cosmic Foil. I'm not expecting a borderless foil one with Thanos on it. But a base copy would be nice. 50 plus collector packs. So that's like a couple $1,000s worth of collector packs, not one of the chase card, of the basic chase card for the Soul Stone. I was hoping to see one. I heard it were really hard to pull. So here's where I'm going with it. So originally I said I pre-ordered 6 boxes, which is the truth. I pre-ordered 6 boxes. However, in the past week or two, when the prices since like tanked because people saw it and they weren't that happy about it, weren't that excited about it anymore. Prices went from 1,000 quickly to 800, very quickly, like $600, $700 a box, which is I think where it should be for now, at least, anyways. If people pre-release are not excited about the product, they're not going to buy it. They're going to cancel all their orders online. And guess what? All the stores are going to relist them for a lower price to sell them. If you go across, like go online, and every store that sells Magic the Gathering, that sells Spider-Man, all their prices went from 800, 900, 1,000 to 650, 700. That's where they all are now. Because I'm sure a lot of people that pre-ordered 800 and it dropped to 650, they cancel their orders. Now the store has to relist it because they realize that people don't want it for that price. I couldn't be more excited for an opportunity to hold some sealed product. I'm not excited about Spider-Man so much to play with it as a player, but as a sealed collector, I'm very excited to collect it. And I mentioned this before, not just for the set that it is, but for the set that it will be when the rest of the MCU and the Marvel Universe comes along down the road years to come. I think this is just such a screaming opportunity, even for like $700 a box, I think people are waiting for it to drop. They're waiting for it to go cheaper, which I understand that. That's fine. But the reality is it's not going to tank too much lower. I think right now you can probably get them on actually you can get on eBay $6.25, $6.40. If you're paying tax, then it's more. But that's about the price it is right now. Now, again, we're 6 days away. We're 6 days away from actual release. Now, let me tell you something. That Friday morning, on release morning, I will be up. I'm up by 5 in the morning anyways, no matter what. So 5 a.m., I'll be awake. The very first thing I'm doing while my coffee is brewing, I'll be looking online and I will be buying Spider-Man boxes. I'm not really touching play boxes right now. I don't really care about that. But the collector boxes is the long-term hold. And I think the fact that we will, again, just my opinion, but I think the fact that we probably will see more Marvel sets, more stones, all the Infinity Stones, hopefully the Gauntlet, all that kind of stuff. It's all speculation, but still, even if I'm speculating for more stones and the Gauntlet and all that kind of thing and more MCU, more Marvel stuff in the future, and if we don't get it, and this is the one Marvel set and they cut the cord and we're done, guess what? It's still a product that long-term will go up in value. That's just how it's going to be. The collector boxes are not being ripped open like crazy. They're not. It's going to be, I think, a slow ride up until there's a catalyst to make it go faster. But, if an opportunity is given to you to hold a sealed product, for example, at a good price, I think it's screaming at you right now. And again, you can buy them right now, I think on eBay for about $6.25, maybe $6.30, $6.40 in that range, shipped to your door without taxes. Taxes a little more, obviously. But come Friday, once everyone can list it on TCG Player, and they do, this happens every time with every set through all history, there's always a small dip or a big dip. There's a drop either way. Just a matter of how much it is. Like, will it go down like 5%? Will it go down 20%? You don't know, but that Friday morning is your big chance for a dip. And let me tell you something. First thing in the morning, 5 a.m., when my alarm goes off, I will be, very first thing, I'm going on to see what I can buy. So it was funny because, I guess, going back a little bit, I bought those 6 boxes like 3 months ago because I had to pre-order something. In the past 2 weeks, I actually bought 14 more boxes on top of that, so I had 20 altogether. 6 were from actually the same store I pre-ordered from because they dropped their prices back to what it originally was, which is nice. So I'm waiting for those to come in. But also, I was on my Whatnot show and somebody actually happened to look and say, "Hey, Amazon's having a sale right now. Spider-Man's in stock for $4.55 a collector box." And I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" So I was in mid Whatnot show. I was like, "All right, let me see if it's available." So there's a limit of 4, and so I bought 4 from each of my accounts on Amazon. And it was a stupidly good deal. I mean, and the reality is when, this is just so you know, $4.55 if you're not paying tax, which on one of my accounts I was not paying tax as a business account, but also I get a 5% cash back with my Amazon credit card. So really those boxes cost me like $4.30. I'll take that all day long. So if I paid $4.30 out the door after my cashback credit card rewards from Amazon for Spider-Man boxes, that is a crazy good deal. Those 8 boxes from Amazon, I can promise you, will be put aside, and I will not be touching those for hopefully years to come. After finally seeing the product in hand, I like it. I don't love it. I don't think it's incredible, but I love the arts. Some of the cool things they did with some of the Spider-Man variants, the Venom variants, and some of like the Gwen Stacy's, the Eddie Brocks. They're good. The Bortles foils are nice. The sagas are nice. It's a very cool set. And the thing is people that are fire selling them now before release and afraid of it, they're forgetting about anything, even not even short term. Like even if you said 1 year from now, it will be a lot more. But like it's so short minded as far as like, oh well, it's not going up right away, I have to get rid of it. It's like, dude, just grab a couple, even grab one collector box and just put it aside and just try to forget about it. Set an alarm on your phone for like 3 years or 2 years or just got 6 months or something like that, and you'll see how much it's going up. Or just you can open it later for a cheap price. It's a lot of fun, or just play with it, whatever. I've changed my mind on Spider-Man, and I have no problem being wrong. I actually I appreciate being wrong because I learned something with that. And I was basing what I saw before on what I read online, what I saw like on YouTube videos and box openings that I've seen before. But when I actually got them in hand, it was a different feeling. I've changed a few things with my business model too. I got to make another video for that, but this will kind of be a prelude to that. I've changed my business model recently for certain things, especially when it comes to collecting sealed product for the long term. When I say long term, I do mean long term. And I feel like this is an opportunity that long term is going to be very fruitful. I feel like it's going to pay off dividends for a very long time. And it doesn't feel like a magic set, but I like Spider-Man. Sorry.